Hi guys, I'm Mike, this is Dan. Dan is the co-founder of Tacteg. I am the media guy. We're going to talk to you today about our business as well as our products, as you can see along in front of us. I'll hand you over to Dan now and he can introduce you to the business itself.
Hi, so my name's Dan. As Mike said, founder of Tacteg. I'm ex-military, served with 29 Commander Regiment Royal Artillery as a forward observer. Been out for quite a number of years now. I actually got into airsoft a few years ago at my boy's birthday party, where I asked Mike to come along as a chaperone for a whole bunch of kids. We got playing, really enjoyed it, and fell in love with the sport. Gave me a sort of a reminiscent of the old days back in the forces, a lot of the good stuff and not so much of the bad stuff. So ended up getting into airsoft, and as airsoft went on, I noticed that there were a few differences between what airsoft is trying to create and what it actually does create. So I had a chat with Mike and said, okay, let's try and fill some of those voids. So we noticed that airsoft normally ends up in just an all-out shoot 'em up. Whoever's got the longest shooting gun wins, yeah. And we didn't like that, so we wanted to level the playing field. Similarly, a lot of the simulations, like you said, they try and do capture the flag or hostage terrorist thing, etc., etc. And
domination games and things like that.
Yeah, and again, it all just ends up in a crapshoot. And so we wanted to level the playing field. So, do you want to talk a bit about how we started?
Yeah, so in regards to how we started, we were having a conversation in regards to things like we were looking at like landmines and all this type of
stuff. It started with a bit of wash tube, didn't it?
True, yeah, it did start with a bit of a wash tube, like a thunder beam. We managed to wedge one of them in like a 50mm downpipe, and it just like a small little aluminium pull cord that we sort of booby trapped to a door.
And it was very annoying.
It was very, the setup itself was more annoying than the actual sort of bang at the end. The bang was fantastic.
But trying to get it set up before a game started.
Oh god, it was hilarious.
Oh, it was fast.
We had moments in concept where I nearly blew my face up.
Yeah.
There's that.
But it had a lot of wow factor. People were really impressed by it, and it was such a simple idea. So we decided to run with it a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, so then we kind of went a little bit off base with it in regards that we started with a very cool concept of a first aid box. First aid box had a little PI out inside with a small little solenoid on the inside to pull a little lever to then drop. Then instead of dropping like a thunder beam like a CO2 canister, we was dropping percussion grenades. Then after that, gave just the bang and the flash.
But it was like this big.
But it was massive.
We mounted it to the wall with sticky pads. It took like 1,000 sticky pads to roll the bloody thing up. But it looked cool. It looked just like a site first aid kit. You wouldn't know it until it dropped a grenade on you.
But then that thing then became the concept of what we now have today. Which is GC-1, the game changer one.
Okay.
So this thing is a motion censored, remote operated countermeasure. Okay, it takes between a 40mm and a 46mm percussion grenade. Okay, so that's your normal sort of like impact grenade, you know, like sort of Quake, and 3D printed one which a friend of ours has created, but we'll talk about that one at some other point. But it'll take your Jaegers, it'll take your TRMSs,
Quakes.
So all that type of stuff. So you'll have all that in there. So
most percussion grenades.
Most percussion grenades will go into it.
But it only takes percussion grenades. It won't do spoon grenades. So if you try into that, what will happen is the spoon will press against the shell and it won't allow the grenade to drop through.
Yeah, there's a lot of skinny ones out there, but believe me, it just won't work because it'll just get stuck inside the actual system. There's no point wasting your time on one. But what we'll do now is, I think the best thing to do, I'll get Dan to talk about how to set it up properly. okay, and have a proper discussion on what you need to use it in your gameplay, how it really works, and how a remote operates. And then within somewhere within the video, you'll have a little flash up of it actually working emotionally, but obviously I can't do that while we're having a conversation here. So I'll hand you over to Dan now.
Okay, so when we designed GC-1, you hear me hesitate because we didn't originally call it GC-1. We had a really cool name for it. However, copyright, someone already had that name patented or trademark, so we couldn't use it. So we came up with GC-1, Game Changer 1. Okay, so when we designed it, we looked predominantly around the indoor, and so we were looking at percussion grenades rather than your sort of spoon grenades like you see with the Thunder Bees or anything like that. And we wanted to make it small, lightweight, modular, robust, and so we've added those features into what you see today. They come in a variety of colours. This one's painted, by the way, and again, you can decorate them however you like, but they do come in all sorts of colours, as you'll see on our website. So I'll show you this tan version. This is our base model. This is retailing at £100, and then if you go for a different colour, then it's £5 extra. Okay, so the way it works is you have a power button at the bottom, just there. It's an inverted clip, so all you got to do is push. You'll hear an audible click. I'll just grab something, 1 second. Right, here we go. That's right. So you'll see a little pin there. Push that in, you'll hear an audible click.
Just to jump in, when we send them out in boxes, we actually send you little pins to use it on there, okay? So it's not like you need a pen and things like that. There is something in the box when it comes for you to actually use it, okay?
Yeah.
So, go on then.
Okay, so that's your power button. This is like clicking the battery into your AEG. All right, you put it in at the beginning of the game, you don't mess around with it. Yeah, it's on and it stays on and you don't turn it off, okay? So, like I said, click that, that's you ready for your entire outing. If you're in a mill sim and it lasts 3 days, the battery will last you 3 days. Don't mess around with it, because what that does is give you a nice stable power supply to your PIR. Alright, so if you keep turning your PIR on and off, it'll give you false readings. Okay, so that's not what you want to do. You want to turn it on, get the power going to your PIR so it can stabilize and it's giving you true readings then, okay? Everything else is done from your remote control. As you can see on my wrist, I've got one. This is, again, a prototype that we're playing with. A little mount, so it's just like a watch strap, and then you can add any remote that you want into it. But we'll come back to that. So, in the game then, A to arm, B to disarm. Okay, so you turn it on, pressing A, turn it off, pressing B. So what you do, you've turned your power on, you need to select your grenade size for the housing, right? So we've got a 40mm Quake, that fits straight in. It's a nice snug fit, no messing around, all right? But if you're using a different grenade type, all you've got to do, pop the sleeve out, that'll take you up to 46 diameter, all right? This is just a narrowing sleeve, okay, to make it fit your grenade. So we need the 40mm version, so we'll keep that in there, and away we go. That's me selected. I'm going to do any more prep, okay? Now, they come with a back plate, okay? On the back of your product, you'll see a dovetail system. There is an opposing dovetail side, okay? It slots on, all right? Now, you don't got to do much to this. You just put a sticky pad on. If you're indoors, sticky pad, 3 ends, they will stick to anything.
Well, they will not.
Anything, okay? You don't need to mess around. It's just pre-stick that on there, yeah, before you go out and do your game. And then when you come to the game, peel that off, bosh, stick it to a wall or something, and wherever you want to mount it, slide your grenade on.
Just run off, press the button, and that's it, armed. Anybody that walks past it now, because it's pretty much got a field of vision. If you're talking something like between sort of, what is that, in degrees?
It's 120
It's about 120 degree field, right? So it comes up more like a sort of like a triangle. But anybody who walks past that, you hear a bang, they have walked in it, it is being seen.
Okay, we'll get ahead a little bit, right? So, like I said, we've got the backing plate with the mount on. So I'm going to peel that off, I'm going to stick it on, right? It is essential now, okay, that you clear the area, all right? Because what happens is the PIR picks up motion, okay? And that sends a 6-second signal, okay? So if I flash my hand in front of it and then turn it on, it will not. I can flash my hand in front of it for 6 seconds and nothing will happen, okay? But if I clear the area and there's no signal going through it and I turn it on, when someone walks past, it's instantaneous and the grenade will drop straight away, no messing around. As soon as they're in 5 meter range, bosh, the grenade drops, okay? So it's very important that you clear the area. This isn't a remote detonator, this is a motion censored countermeasure, yeah? So you have to clear the area, turn it on, and anyone walks past, it is instantaneous, all right? So just to stress that point, this is not a remote detonator, it's a motion censored countermeasure. Okay, so there are a few features, like I said, so this uses a 433 megahertz remote. Inside here is a receiver. Okay, if you lose your remote, you can get another remote. They sell them on Amazon, or you can come to us and we'll provide it for you, okay? At a cost, obviously. And we'll go into how to program that later on. But what I want to do is quickly show you how quick it is to mount it in a game, okay? Okay then guys, just show you how easy it is to use GC-1 in a game scenario, okay? So like I said, we've got chest rig mount, yeah? So it sits there, real nice and easy, okay? Now, all I gotta do, grab my back plate out, peel off my sticky tabs, ba-bam. Alright, now it's up to you if you want to use one or two. Alright, one will do it, two, just to be safe. Bang, stick it on. Pop my product onto the mount, put my grenade in there, walk away. Alright, now just so that I don't make a big bang on the floor, just chuck something down there. So I'm going to clear my area, like I said, clear the vicinity, so that isn't picking me up anymore, yeah? There's no one in the way. I turn him on with my remote, and then when it picks up motion, ba-boom, turn him off. Reload. Clear the vicinity. Turn him on. Dead. Yeah, okay, so if I'm out in the field, instead of in an indoor environment, I want to use a tree strap mount. This is just Velcro, right? Okay, Velcro strap sticks to itself. Like that, okay? So all I do is come up to said tree, put my strap around, pull in tight, take my product, stick it on, have my grenade in, walk away, clear the vicinity, turn him on. Okay, I'm out to the field of view here because as you can see I'm behind it. I'm going to catch it so it doesn't trash my tile floor. Done. Simple as that, guys. Real nice, neat product that captures anyone that walks by. Think of area denial, think of flank defense. If you're a sniper and you don't want anyone creeping up behind you, put that on a tree, anyone comes up behind you, kaboom.
Ambush style.
Yeah, we've set up ambushes, game of push, for example. So game of push, we've used 2 or 3 of these in an environment, haven't we, Mike?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
And what we've done is we set them up, let people come into that environment, off they go, boom, 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 boom. As they go back to spawn, we'll reset them, because you've seen how quick and easy it is to reload, reset. How we can have 2 or 3 backing plates set up wherever we like, mounted, so we can just change the position. They're not expecting where it's coming from then. And we've completed games of push using this. Similarly, ambushes. So what we'll do is we'll have one at one end of a road. We'll have one at one end, one at another end, say 20 meters apart. We'll let people go past. First one goes off. Then we'll arm the second one. Second one goes off, and then we'll pop up and clean up what's left.
Clean up the middles.
As they're all in disarray and not sure where the attack's coming from, we pop out, clean up what's left.
You can take out a team of 20 with just 2 people.
Yeah, we've really, this is a game changer, as in, it levels the playing field.
Yeah.
It makes 1 man 2 or 3 men. Yeah, you can be a ghost in the game. It's advanced technology in a game that's very simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want one, the link's attached.
Yeah, so the links are all in the description below, guys. Everything's in the bio. Okay, like I said, if you need one for any one of our products, just go to our website or DM us through Instagram. Okay, have fun, guys.
Happy hunting.